all 30 NBA teams' best 5 players have been released into free agency, and there is no salary cap in the league. So as you can see, the free agency is absolutely loaded here as we are in the first week of the regular season here. No games have been played. And we'll go scroll quickly through the rosters so you can see, and the best players are not looking very good at all. And as I'm scrolling through here, you can see already Pacers have signed a couple people. They signed 3 centers. Embiid went to the Jazz, but there's a lot of teams that have not signed anyone yet. Like I said, there is no penalty for anybody being released. That's why I turned off the salary cap, because there would have been so many penalties it wouldn't have even been possible to sign players. Lots of teams signing centers though. Oklahoma City has 2 centers that are beasts, but both inside. 2 centers for the Spurs, 4 centers for the Raptors. This is going to be really interesting. What we're going to do is just sim a couple more days here. A couple of the biggest free agents have not been signed yet. So let's go to the transaction report. So Stephen Curry just got signed to the Wizards, Durant to the Nuggets, James Harden to the Bulls, LeBron to the Mavericks, Clippers sign Giannis, Timberwolves get Kawhi. Lots of signings for the Wizards, and they have Curry and Markkanen, however you say his name. That's going to be a good team. Willie Cauley-Stein goes back to the Warriors. Tobias Harris to the Blazers. They made tons of moves. So did the Timberwolves. They made some big moves. Karl Anthony Towns comes back. They have, I think it was Kawhi went there also. Steven Adams. Serge Ibaka to the Suns. Lots of signings happening. Take a look at the free agents here quick. So Paul George, Damian Lillard, Kyrie, Westbrook, Clay. There is a ton of good guards left still. So what we're going to do is sim here. Give it a little bit of time. I'm just on the Sixers, but I have everything. Should be on auto. For some reason the trades still pop up, but everything is on auto for signing and all that. Just had to pause and check, but as you can see, it is all on besides trades, which we will put on auto. And let's just take a look. Sixers, I have everything on auto, so they should be signing people. I guess they just don't want to. Zion is the only player that the Bucks signed. Bulls, obviously. Let's just see any more of our free agents signed. Clay and a couple other guys won, so we'll see where they ended up. Devin Booker to the Blazers, Jason Tatum to the Suns, Bagley to the Grizzlies, John Morant to the Raptors, Kristaps to the Warriors, Klay Thompson to the Knicks, Ben Simmons to the Pelicans, Donovan Mitchell to the Thunder, Russell Westbrook to the Cavs, Zion we already saw to the Bucks, Nets get Kyrie right back, Damian Lillard to the Pistons, Paul George to the Pacers, Luka to the Lakers, and we're all caught up. So what I'm going to do here is just sim to the All-Star break. Some of the bigger names have not been signed still, but they should be by then. We'll take a look at what's happening around the league with everybody on their new teams. So we are here at the All-Star break. Sixers not doing great. We'll see if they end up signing anyone. Let's just go take a look at season stats quick. So Kemba Walker, DeMar DeRozan, Mike Conley, Siakam too actually. Kemba Walker are having a crazy season, but let's just look at the league leaders now, and Damian Lillard is putting up 40 points per game on the Pistons. He's probably the only one there. He has 25 attempts per game, which let's see if that's actually compared to his real stats, if that's like out. Well, already has more field goals made than he had in real life previous 3 years, and it's the All-Star break, so I guess that tells you all you need to know. Donovan Mitchell, 35 points per game. Harden, 33. LeBron, 33. Almost, not actually that close to a triple-double. Kristaps is putting up 33. Giannis, 33. They like that 33.3 apparently. And who's our last 30-point scorer? It's Durant on the Nuggets. Curry down here too. Rudy Gobert for the Nets is leading in rebounding with Embiid and Drummond right behind. And assists is Alonzo, who stayed on the Pelicans. Doncic on the Lakers there, and D'Lo on the Magic. So the Pacers are currently the 1 seed, and let's see who they have. They have Paul George, Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard, DeMarcus Cousins, and then just their regular bench. And leading out west, Timberwolves, who have Kawhi Leonard, Karl Anthony Towns. And at the end of the season, Giannis wins his 2nd straight MVP on the Clippers. Zion wins Rookie of the Year, putting up 26.9. 8.7 rebounds, 2 assists, almost 2 steals, and a block per game on the Milwaukee Bucks. Cousins, 6th man of the year. He was behind Dwight, I think, which is kind of boof, but we'll take it. Kawhi Leonard, defensive player on the Timberwolves, putting up beastly stats as always. And Tyrone Wallace wins most improved, averaging a pretty good stat line actually. Nate McMillan, coach of the year. So let's take a look. All NBA first team Lillard with his 40 points per game that he kept up throughout the entire season made it there. And that's what I really want to go look at is the stats. So take a look. League leaders. Lillard kept his 40. Donovan Mitchell kept his 35. Giannis here in third place. LeBron, James Harden, all these guys pretty much stayed where they were. Kevin Durant moved up a couple of spots. Westbrook moved up into the top 10. Joel Embiid just shy of the 30 points, and he is averaging a double-double though. 15 boards for Gobert and 9.2 assists for Lonzo. Rounds out that. Let's just see three-pointers made. That's per game. Lillard led. I want to see how many he made for the entire season. Points we'll see first. 3,000 points. We're going to look at the records. That's got to be up there. And three-pointers made 498. Damian Lillard has the third most points in a season all time, beating out Michael Jordan and Wilt Chamberlain records. Obviously, Wilt Chamberlain owns the top two spots, but the fact that Lillard even got close is insane. Field goals made, obviously not going to be there. Three-pointers made, though. We have James Harden here in fourth place for 2020. Curry on the Wizards, also 2020. He made one more three-pointer than Harden. And then Lillard blew out the current record by 96 threes with the Pistons. Did get robbed of MVP. I don't know. We'll have to look at the standings and see. I'll just see if anything happened in a game, like three-pointers made. 2020, Kyrie Irving had 12 to get third place. That's it. So the Pacers ended up winning 65 games, being 10 games ahead of second place with this squad. TJ McConnell starting at point guard. But Paul George, Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard, DeMarcus Cousins, 6-man behind Dwight somehow again. Don't know how that happened. Lakers with Luka. I don't know who else they signed. Montrezl Harrell and S. Canner. And everybody else was just on their team. Not sure about that one, but we'll take it, I guess. Minnesota not far behind with Kawhi and Cat. They also have the dual center build there. And then Giannis's Clippers were there. Dame's 40 points per game season led his team to 50 wins, so that's pretty solid. Let's just simulate this playoffs, see what happens here. I'm going to cancel it once we get to the conference finals and take a look at what happened through these first rounds. Looking around here, don't see any upsets. Oh, well, actually, the Jazz are up. Jazz beat the Denver Nuggets, but that was a 4-5 game, which isn't a real upset. I mean, it is technically one. But we have some interesting matchups here. Obviously, the teams are completely different. And we have another upset. The Orlando Magic beat the 2-seed Toronto Raptors. So the one in the 2-seed out west and the one in the 6 out in the east. Simulate this current round. Now, like I said, the Lakers really don't have that good of a team. So if they make it, that's going to be really, really crazy. Is 2K rigged to make the Lakers go to the finals? Possibly. Or is Luka just balling out? His averages are staying pretty much the exact same. His assists went up. And his shooting went up, but that's about it. So here we are in the finals. I'm going to say the Pacers are going to win just because their team is definitely better, but forgot we can't simulate a single game now, so we're just going to simulate the entire round. And, all right, 2-2 series, and Pacers go up 3. All right, game 7, and Pacers do end up winning after falling down 2-0. Anthony Davis with 25 and 8, 2 assists per game, 2 blocks, almost 2 steals. So the Pacers end up winning the NBA Finals if every team's top 5 players got put into the free agency pool. Obviously, having Paul George, Anthony Davis, and DeMarcus Cousins on the same team is going to take you far, but it's just kind of interesting to see what happened. Obviously, Dame had an insane year, and lots of good teams missed the playoffs because there was just so many good teams now to kind of balance out the league. I'm thinking I might do releasing every single player in the league to free agency and seeing what happens. Let me know if that's something you want to see, and I'll see you guys in the next one.